Hello, everybody. Uh, so I don't really know why I'm recording this, besides the fact that I may never have a run like this again. This run has lasted about 5 hours. Okay, we're good here. We're good here. We're good here. Let me remember how this machine works before I throw it. This run has lasted me about 5 hours so far, and it's because I have found a way with only 12 charms, mind you, because I've managed to not get a single increase in whatever the hell it is, charm space. And yeah, okay. Anyway, it's a 666 build. We're going with the devil. But I've found a way to outscale the reroll. And I've been on deadline 14 for a while. Now I'm using, what's this one? Screen Addiction? I'm using Screen Addiction. Because I thought it would be funny to use it. And then I discovered things that reset rounds quite a bit. Which, by the way, I also found a bug. I don't know if it's a bug. Maybe it's game design. Maybe it shouldn't have been. I don't know. I went so many rounds deep that this broke and is back because I restarted my game because it's been so long. I've got 6 rounds left, 7 rounds left, 8 rounds left. I've got 8 rounds left. About to have another one. And I am infinitely outscaling everything. So let's get into it. Screen Addiction allows us to have 21 spins as base. It's all of your deadline into one run, basically, which normally has a lot of consequences, but if you get really lucky with some of the beginning parts, you can just apparently outscale the game. So here we are. I have infinite ticket printing as well. I'm kind of diamonds leaning. But yeah, okay, I should explain how the base of this machine works. So I have 3 obsessive charms, which is the beach house, the D4, and this, which are like amazing charms to have them on. I've got some evil charms. I've got evil deal. I've increased to an 18% on 666s. We're very diamond leaning. We can't really reduce the value of 7s, which is why I'm not super focused. You'll also notice very low, very low, very low, and then we've had some very early leveling, especially with the center. This run started with the shooting star, so I was able to just start scaling the center, and it basically started with that. But every time I roll, I'm trying to get re-triggers of this icon, the revenge icon, and that comes from this charm. These are evil charms. I've had a few. I actually have one more in the drawer. That's the one that gives you another round for the third 666 on the thing. Obviously, we're 30-some rounds, or 30-some spins deep. Whatever. Rounds deep. In a normally 1 round scenario. But the reason I'm doing this is I am slowly outscaling more and more. You'll see by how much I'm making, right? We started at 116, E116, now we're at E118. We still have 15 spins left. As long as I hit one of these, I hit one, and then I hit a 666, and then I hit one, and then I hit 66, with the 666, then we're good. Because it just keeps stacking forward and back, forward and back. The amount I lose, I end up taking 5% of it. 5% of the coins lost to 666. So I've actually spent 19 times more than this or I've gained 19 times more than this, but I've lost so much that we're still losing more than we are gaining, but then we gained back more than we are like we're losing it, but then we're gaining it, and then we're losing it, and then we're gaining it. And by swapping hands so many times, we just win. Because the thing is that where this number grows from isn't just like, oh, shouldn't you just be getting 5%? It's the fact that I have 3 extra rerolls at the base end of it. And I had some other stuff earlier that gave re-triggers. Because of that, I am getting, you know, if it's 1E, if it's one Google, 1 E100, and then I do that 4 times, or 5 times, you know, it's times 5 on that, and then 5% of it, and because it's percentage growth rather than, we go from multiplicative to percentage, we add them together, and we get more numbers. Basic number get really big. Okay, I don't know. This is working. I don't exactly know why, in terms of all of that. I'm not a mathematician. I play video games. But my highest score before this, by the way, was E84, which put me in the top 1,500, I think, on the leaderboard, which is like dope. That's cool. Wow, one of our lowest wins. 100 million. But, oh yeah, so how am I getting more rounds is I'm outpacing, and I've got so many rerolls because I'm hitting 666 so often that I get rerolls. So all of that, I've got 12 rerolls, which, by the way, one of the lowest that it's been. And then we look for music tapes, and we've immediately found it. That's great. We don't need Ankh. So I'm gonna reroll. There's another one. See, out of all of the charms, if you reroll enough, you're bound to get the same charm coming up a few times. And because it's not one that takes up space, it will never be a problem. Which is why I don't really need the charm spot. You'll also see I've rerolled quite a few times with the cigarettes. Which is where like some of the number increases has come from. Yeah. That's it, pretty much. I'm gonna hold on to the extra reroll. Not gonna take this because I need E16 to get there, you know, 10 quadrillion or whatever it is. Those have been reset, and we're back at it. I call it dunking, by the way. Whenever you hit a 666, you dunk it. And that just goes off randomly and gives me extra rerolls. Not rerolls, sorry. Re-triggers. Which is nice. And it doesn't matter what symbol it hits as long as the symbol gets hit. Which is something that's nice about the builds. That way I don't have to worry about, oh, I'm not hitting this. That luck has messed me up. Hasn't, look at that, read 120. So normally the curve of the exponential growth of the rerolls would be something that stops us. But because we are because we are making so much and dunking so much, getting so many free rerolls, I'm basically allowed to reroll as much as I want. So another thing to make mention is for every to simplify it in terms of like you don't have to understand the math and why it works, but to make it work, make it make sense. As long as this number here, which in our case is E121, as long as this number is more than 20 above the other one, or for every number, sorry, not 20 above, that's what I'm just doing for myself. As long as this number is higher by 1. It's about 13 rerolls for each one. Right now, I'm above, I think I'm at 96. E96 is there. So I'm currently 25. I'm 25 zeros ahead of the rerolls. And also having the 666 percentage at about 18% is nice. The ideal would be around 25%. In my eyes, is like, as far as the math makes sense to me. So a little bit more would be nice. Adding the devious trait might be nice. These are good dunks because we're scoring that, and then we're not scoring it. We're scoring it, we're having it be taken away, and then we're scoring it again. So, see, we've already moved up another digit. Because another thing is, this has just 1 right here, but it's going to re-trigger 4 times, so this hits 4 times. If it hits 10 times, it's going to go up 1. So, if we can get up 4, it means that we're re-triggering the value and the growth value at about 1,000 times. But remember, every time there's multiple in line, so if it was all 3, it'd be 3 times as much. Now, some of you might be wondering, if I were to 666 at the end, would I have enough? Oftentimes, what I would do in that scenario is I'm just re-rolling with the free re-rolls, often able to find a briefcase, pick it up, and then I'm kind of back to normal. I'm not dunking as much on the next one, but still. Okay, so you are good. We should pick up Viraga. We'll just dunk you for now. We'll not dunk you, we'll just store you for now. What's in here? Honestly, I should pick up that coin for later, but maybe I don't worry about it. So it's like, oh, you're not going to re-roll it, you're not going to get to it. That's fine. Another thing is crowbars, they also help. Baratherum is really good most of the time, except for the fact that I haven't seen a phone call in hours. Why not picture? We have no way to refresh because we're building diamonds, which sucks. If I'd known this going into like clovers and bells would have been better to re-trigger stuff, but I'm also getting to the point where it's like having both of these, I just want to hit a car battery on the refresh. I'm mostly playing for the shop. No point in picking up stuff that generates tickets. We have plenty of ticket generation alone. Another car battery. Like I said, reducing tickets doesn't make sense. So E102 is kind of where I'm comfortable. I have that 20 digit buffer, which is a lot. I might add a 20 digit buffer is about 260 rerolls in the shop. Abyssu. We could pick up Abyssu. Let's pick up Abyssu. Abyssu is really good for us because when we get Abyssu, when we find the music tape, we immediately put it on that. See, like, there's money. There's our boy, Little Star, that's what it is. Also, we've rerolled 36 times at the phone, and you'll notice, like I said at the very beginning, we don't have the things. We don't have the extra space. So we've been extremely unlucky in that regard, but I don't even know if it's unlucky, honestly, because this has been infinitely more effective. We were rocking this for a while, but we don't score based off the number or the symbols multiplier. We score based off of the intake. This was good. This is something we used earlier, the Crystal Sphere, to level up. I didn't record the early game because I never record myself playing this, but a run like this is one in a lifetime. And I'm going to play it out till the end. It might take literal months. I don't know. because we're still on deadline 14. There it is. So as long as I'm making about 4, which one is it? This one? That one. Gives us the extra round, and we have that. We'll put you in the drawer. We'll take you out. We will discard you, which will activate this, which gives us this back. Now it doesn't have anything in it, so we'll put it in the drawer, put you out, and put you out. Still gonna roll up to the 100 mark. Okay. And we can do it again. We won't need you for now. Also, for those who have done the math, if you get about 12 rerolls per digit, I've rerolled well over 1,000 times, not including the free rerolls, which has been a lot. So at this point, I'm not hitting it. I've already gotten the Abyssu combo, so I've gotten 2 extra rounds, plus I've refreshed you, so I'm getting a 3rd extra round, which allows me to then, you know, like, it's not going to be a problem. I can dunk right away. So I'm going to be getting the value increase anyway. So I'm going to leave it at the car battery so that I can just go for next. I normally try to find, it's car battery and music tape tend to be the combo. Then we have a combo extension with Abyssu and Virago. And we don't need that second half to get more rounds. Like, I have 12 rounds left. Remember, I started with 8. Now I'm at 12. And if I refresh my game after this goes away and I've played for an hour or so, apparently this comes back on the menu. Because another thing is Virago was banned for a while. Abyssu, Virago, they were all banned. Brathram was even banned. This was banned because it was broken. And then I had a surgery of the 3 guys, and then it made the zombie guy. Which one is it? Is it this one? No, that's the wrong one. This guy. Amalgama. I had these 3, and I wasn't rolling them in the shop, so I figured they were like banned, and I was just saying the point of whatever. But by restarting my game the next day, they were back. I don't ask questions, but yeah. Anyway, let's not waste any time. Let's just keep it going. But that's the strat. That's how this works. And then the idea is that we're just getting farther and farther ahead. That the only thing that I could miss with this is just a level of luck so bad that you couldn't even believe it yourself. Sorry if you can hear me slurping down my drink. I have an Arizona energy drink. I love these things. They're $1. Not sponsored. Hit me up though. I've been drinking Arizonas my whole life. And once again, literally doesn't matter which, you know, symbols it is. All 3 of those are scoring me the same amount. What a crazy reroll by D4. D4 just makes more combos. Plus, I got a D4 that was obsessive, which is perfect for this sort of run. Like how I got a obsessive beach house, which is just so rare to get, but it's absolutely insane. Which is why I can even do all of this with 12 whatever. I don't even really, the core items I can do with just a few, but 25 dunk. Alright, I'm gonna stop the recording. If anything crazy happens, you know, I'll get the clip and then I'll restart it. But I'll stop the recording after this one. Rounds left. Oh my goodness. And then our battery, and they're back.